Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling. This is going to be Aljo's featherweight debut at 145. We have right here, Calvin Kattar, 23-7. He is actually 2-3 in his last 5, and he's coming off that loss against Arnold Allen. So, that's going to be a pretty long layoff for him, and he had that kind of knee injury during that fight as well. So we'll see how he comes back from that. Aljamain Sterling, 23-4. He is 4-1 his last 5, and he's coming off of that loss against Sugar Sean O'Malley via KO. So let's look at the odds for this fight as well. We have Aljamain Sterling at -165, open up at a -105. So there has been some action taken on Calvin Kattar, especially in the beginning, but each time that Aljo has become a dog, he's instantly shot down back down to a favorite. And now he's actually kind of decent sized favorite, almost a 2-1 favorite right here. Man, I'm gonna have to side with Aljo here. I give me Aljo in the spot. I just think that Aljo will be too relentless of a grappler and too quick twitch for Kattar. Kattar, he's coming off a 1.5 year layoff due to a blown out knee. And I don't think Calvin Kattar was really a quick twitch, high level athlete before the knee injury. And now I believe that he will come in and just look rusty and less athletic in his first action in a year and a half. So, Calvin's obviously the better boxer on the feet. There's no doubt about that. But I just don't believe he has the movement and finishing ability that is dangerous for Aljo. I mean, usually Aljo has had trouble with guys who, have that kind of dangerous movement and finishing ability, like a Sean O'Malley or a Marlon Moraes even. But I really see this fight going down the path of Aljo just throwing some funky stuff, some quick stuff, unorthodox strikes, and closing the distance on Kattar and just shooting for takedowns relentlessly. I mean, I think he's going to really come out with a Marab like game plan, right? I think he's going to shoot for like 20 plus takedowns. And, it's going to test Kattar's 91% takedown defense. I mean, that's a really good stat, but this is going to be the first fighter that Calvin has faced where their grappling is going to be plan A, B, and C. I mean, I think that he's going to have to stuff takedowns the whole fight. And I think he's going to be a little rusty coming off that knee injury. So, this does go against my kind of thesis of a new meta on the judges' scorecards, right? Where they like damage over control. But there is one point that I like to make is that the judges, they still have favored control when the fighter is able to backpack their opponents or threaten with subs, which is what Aljo's game is all about. I mean, we saw a fighter like Brandon Allen have success with Chris Curtis taking him down and taking his back. Although he didn't control him of the whole fight, the judges still liked that and gave some rounds to Brandon Allen just based off of that, getting takedowns and controlling the back. So I think as long as Aljo just doesn't like cage push or just keep Kattar in the cage, but actually take his back and take him down at times and control him, I think they're going to give and bank those rounds to Aljo. And I feel that he's going to do that for the majority of the fight. And he's going to feel and look much stronger and quicker at 145 because he doesn't have to cut that weight. And I guarantee you Aljo is going to feel strong in this fight. So he's going to go ahead and try to test that right away, especially with Calvin Kattar, who's coming off that knee injury. And, it's going to be some ring rust for him. And he's going to have to get used to it. So, yeah, give me Aljo via decision. I actually think he's a solid money line play. Potential. Let me see what the decision odds are because I feel like that dropped already. Sterling to win via decision is plus 135. So, I mean, it's already kind of at that point. It was -1 Okay. Yeah, I think Aljo via decision is a solid play, honestly. He hasn't really subbed anybody in a while, but I still think that, this fight's probably going to go decision and Aljo's going to bank some rounds off of the backpack style that he has.